Hey guys, what is up? It is your friendly Nerd Blues here, back again with another Isaac Bring run. This time we're starting with number 1. I've actually been wanting to do a number 1 run forever. I just literally have never seen it. So here we are. I have found it. And it's not like I've never seen it in a run. I've just literally never seen it during the resetting, which is pretty shocking. I almost didn't even realize that I hadn't seen it a single time during the pre-game resets that I do, until like right now, until I saw it, and then I was like, hot damn, I've actually never fucking seen this. Which is weird, because there's really not enough items in the game for me to have not seen one. I'm pretty sure I've never seen. I've definitely never done a run with it. And considering my opinion of it is that I really wanted to do a run with it, and the fact that I've never done one, those two combined factors make me believe myself that I have never seen it. And I also don't recall ever seeing it. I could be wrong though. But you'll never know. You'll never know. Okay, though. Let's see what we can do here. I mean, number 1 is sweet, though. It's such a cool item. I mean, it decreases your range while giving you 1.5 tiers up, which is actually over the maximum. Like, you're instantly capped out on tier rate until you get tier to lay down. So that's pretty cool. Like this doesn't do anything, but you know what? Taking it. See, as you can see, it does literally nothing. And that's okay. I can live with that. I have 3 keys. I don't have... nope, okay. Nope. No. Nah. I'll try again, though. I'll try again. Let's see what happens. Okay, well, it wasn't meant to be. Apparently. I did use all my bombs already, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. Let's go. So I'm looking for, obviously, range up to assist me, damage up to assist me, and tier to lay down to assist me. Those are the main 3 things that I want. More tiers up, obviously they don't technically do anything, but I wouldn't be opposed to them because they do count as long as I can get the tier to lay down. They do work. And this is another situation where tier ups are pretty reasonable. As you can see, I shoot reasonably fast. Or unreasonably fast. I shoot very fast. I have a very high tier rate with triple shot. And the thing is, because number 1, the only negative effect it has is range, you're set, right? This, DPS wise, you're just in like the greatest position ever. Luck up is sweet. Because DPS wise, it's just a strict upgrade from default. DPS wise. In terms of actually hitting enemies, that's a bit of a different story. Sure. Trading a key for a bomb is like fine, I guess. It's not great. I don't like it really, but it's alright. Okay. So Dingle's not too bad. This guy's obviously this is the worst part about the Dingle fight. Of course, he has to ricochet in such a perfect manner that I can't dodge it, but that's alright. It happens sometimes, not often, but when it does happen, it sucks ass. Thank God. So the pact is a weird one because, well, I guess I am getting extra tiers. Slightly higher tier rate. Yeah, it definitely feels that way. I was gonna say, it's weird because it gives you higher tiers, which I've already commented on not doing anything, but then I also commented on the fact that it does something now because I have triple shot, which I didn't really take to heart myself until it clearly did work, but also the pack gives just damage, which is great. Also double spirit hearts for, you get it in a deal with the devil by trading in 2 red hearts, and you get double spirit hearts out of it, which is almost always worth it. As long as you can avoid death, which I believe I should be able to do. As long as you can avoid just straight death, then you want way, oh yeah, you want way more spirit hearts than red hearts. Probably taking that though. Are you a wizard? Well, I guess it always has to be in the pool. Not literally, it's not forced within the game engine to exist in every pool of pills, but that's just kind of how it seems to operate in my experience. Can I get both these? I think so, right? Bombs should get, yeah, okay. Sweet. Sure, why not? I'm gonna pop the devil card. I was waiting to see if it was champion chub, basically. Pretty much, I was just gonna pop the devil card if it was regular or speedy chub, and we got speedy chub, so I wasn't gonna pop it if we got super slow chub. Super slow nub chub. Nub chub. Alright, listen. I love Mom's knife, but I can't today. I'm sorry. On my last video, I got complaints about using Mom's knife too much. And I'll admit, I've used it quite a bit, although I've probably used it maybe like 10 times. No, as starting items, probably 5 times total in this series. So I think people are just a little biased. Is there like a recent experience bias, or is that just like part of what is it, selection bias? Like if something happens to you recently, you're biased into believing that it happens frequently? Is there like a technical term for that bias? Or is it just lumped into one of the others? I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. I just find human psychology incredibly intriguing. I don't know, the thing that recently has interested me a fuckload has been things relating to the fight or flight response. Like, most people kind of have a understanding of the fight or flight response, but it is a very, very interesting thing, the fact that we as humans, you know, a lot of us at least, attempt to think logically and critically about situations, and the fact that certain things, depending on the person, can just set off this incredibly primal reaction that doesn't think about things logically, and it's just, you know, it's literally that. It's a reaction. That's such an interesting thing to me. As one who tends to attempt to think critically and logically about things, as well as a person who has social anxiety and deals with the fight or flight, I can't say fight or flight, the fight or flight response on an incredibly frequent basis. Like, most people just get it from, I don't know, things where it would make sense to get the fight or flight response. But, anxiety don't fucking care about normal. It's interesting shit. I'm gonna take this. It might be the wrong play, but I'm taking the rosary because I think we're probably somewhat likely to find the Bible on this floor. And if so, I can get rid of it. Ah. Oh, and if you don't know what the fight or flight response is, sorry, I kind of just like glossed over it, like, oh, you know. I mean, you probably do, but in case you don't, it's basically, we get into a situation that triggers this response, and it pretty much is exactly what the name implies, which is we have to make a very snap judgment call about whether we wish to confront or escape, right? Fight or flight. And depending on the situation, depending on the situation and the person, it can be a vastly different experience. It's a very cool thing. And that's just, the reason it exists is because it's, like, instinctual. And it's to basically just kind of help us survive, I guess, and further our species. Something along those lines, I'm not entirely certain. I mean, it's an instinct sort of thing, and generally instincts are meant to further the species by protecting itself in some fashion. Okay, alright, you're a sniper. Alright. So this one's going real well. It's pretty fucking sweet. I'm happy about it. I still would like tear to lay down effects. For sure. That's the thing I want. Hierophant? Man, okay. In that case, let's check out this room. Ass. Okay. Oh, so I know people are gonna get mad at me. But I'm still gonna share this. So I had never seen The Big Lebowski until, I guess last night? No, the night before, for you guys. I'd never seen it. Mostly because I just kind of wrote it off as like a stoner flick. Which, honestly, it is. There's a lot of aspects to that movie that are very much just stoner flick. And kind of, I don't know, felt unnecessary. Not necessarily forced, but definitely unnecessary. But, aside from the obvious... No. Aside from the obvious kind of, I don't know, what would you call it, like stoner bait? I'm not sure. Whatever you want to call it, though. The obvious shit aimed at stoners. Aside from that, fucking great movie. Really, really good. The Coen brothers are fucking amazing when it comes to writing dialogue. It just... I don't know if they literally just have conversations. Like, if while writing characters, they just go, like, you're this character, I'm this one. Let's act it out. And just, like, kind of try and form dialogue naturally. I have no clue. But however they do it, it sounds like just people having conversation. Unlike most movies where everybody's fucking scripted and everybody's a fucking Shakespeare wannabe. And I'm not saying that Coen Brothers movies aren't scripted. I'm just saying that their script for dialogue feels like non-scripted dialogue, if that makes sense. Which it should. It's not a very confusing sentence. It's really good though. It's real good. They can also make incredibly menial things so interesting. Just by making the dialogue feel real. They make super, super boring shit, or shit that would be normally very boring, very interesting. So, I mean, I liked Big Lebowski. I don't think it was a masterpiece. I think people who generally say that it's a masterpiece were probably fucking blasted out of their mind. Blasted to people? I mean, that's generally used for, like, alcohol, right? It's like blazed is for pot. I don't fucking know. I don't care. I don't keep up with the pothead lingo. It's not my life. Yeah, I mean, I heard people saying that it was a fucking masterpiece a lot, right? Like, oh, it's just the best movie of our generation, or so, you know, not literally that, but people talked it up a lot, and I watched it, and I thought it was good. I didn't think it was incredible. There were definitely a lot of good spots in the movie, though. I keep forgetting about this room. I'm, like, scratching my fucking face. And then I'm like, oh, wait, there's a room that I have to deal with. Come on, man. I think I might be the unluckiest person when it comes to rerolls in fucking Binding of Isaac. Aside from Angel Room rerolls. I'm quite lucky there. But in item room rerolls, I see fucking Flush and Forget Me Now and fucking what else? I don't know, every fucking shitty spacebar item that you never want to hold on to. I always see them. I don't know what's up with that. Alright, remember, red poop. I remembered, I did it! Alright, we'll see if we can maybe get an item on this floor. That'd be cool. Excuse me, sir? Sir! What are you doing? How do I deal with that? How the fuck do I avoid that damage? Okay, alright, no, I mean, that's cool. Alright. I mean, that's cool too. I'll take you turning around, but boy, you sure aren't a consistent lot, are you? No, you're not. No, you are not. I normally don't have that many issues with knights, but apparently I'm fucking retarded now. I just forgot how they operated. Alright. I don't know how my bullet knocked you in that direction, but it happened, I guess. Okay. This isn't going great. This is a floor where I've already taken 5 hits of damage. Not really my idea of a good floor, but alright. I guess I'll have to figure out a way to deal with it. See, now that I've seen Soul Eater, Every time I hear myself saying, how do I deal with this? I can't not think of fucking Krona. I don't know how to deal with this. Oh, come on! Oh my god! That bullet was fucking angled, I swear. Holy shit! Jesus! 7 fucking hits. I haven't even been to many rooms. I haven't even been to 7 rooms. Okay, alright. Okay. So the pills are just shit. Yeah, okay. They're shit, right? They're just shit. Why? Why, God? Sure, I'll take, well, I mean, the cartridge is technically useful. And, alright. Fuck you. I'm not dealing with your bullshit, Red Mom. Excuse me. Apparently I am dealing with your bullshit. Oh god, gotta go fast. No! Well, gotta go fast. Nope, get the bomb, run! Okay, easy. Not even close, man. Huh? Well. If I had to choose an item that didn't give me any stats that I would 100% of the time in boss rush, it would be Dark Bum. That's him. This is the dude. After I'm past carrying Queen, I just questioned myself momentarily. After I'm past carrying Queen, this should be a very easy boss rush. But while carrying Queen's alive, this is gonna be ass, so that's not good. Why do you turn around? Why do you turn around? Is it so you can fuck with me, and so I can't kill you? Okay. Come on. Thank you. Okay, carrying Queen is dead. Whew. That was a nightmare. Why am I getting frame rate skips momentarily? So frequently right now. It is incredibly brief. And like it just misses one frame. Like it doesn't render one frame. I don't understand. I mean, I know it's because what the fuck? That didn't even hit me! Ah! I hate Binding of Isaac. I hate Binding of Isaac. This game pisses me off so much. I don't know why I fucking deal with this shit every day of my fucking life. I don't know what song that is. It's just a song I came up with. It's called I Hate. I just hate the bullshit hitboxes that happen so fucking often. That's the only thing I really do hate. Honestly. There's just too many fucking bullshit. Like, look! Did you see little Steven go into the red poop? How in the fucking shit did he go into the red poop when he was farther up than Big Steven? I'll tell you how. Because red poop doesn't have a fucking proper hitbox that operates. It has a fucking ethereal hitbox that's like a fucking tesseract or some shit. We just can't fathom how it works. We can fucking theorize and shit, but that's where we draw the line. That's a lot of coinage. Okay. Fortunately, this boss frequently kills himself on red poop. Okay. Alright. Yep. Mm-hmm. Alright, it's not the only thing that I hate, are the broken fucking hitboxes. The other thing I hate is how enemies react to your tears in fucking weird ways that are all, like, dependent on the enemy, the direction they're going, all that shit. Like, I don't think I have to be a master at pool in order to try and predict where an enemy's gonna go when I shoot a fucking globule hitbox at them while they're coming towards me. But apparently I do. Alright. Honestly, not even a fucking master at pool would be able to predict how half of the fucking enemies ricochet. I'd say more than half, actually. Most. Okay. Well, I thought this was going to be a cakewalk post-Carrion Queen. I was almost immediately proven wrong. And now it's getting worse. It's alright. Oh, you know what, though? This is a great time to talk about my thoughts on the Suicide Squad trailer. Fuck. That shit looks so good. If you haven't seen the Suicide Squad trailer, check that shit out. It was leaked or something, and then DC was like, alright, well, you guys are watching this anyway, so fucking watch it in high def, and then they released it at Comic-Con or something along those lines. And if you don't know what Suicide Squad is, it's a DC franchise, which is kind of like, I mean, it's kind of like the Justice League, which is their superhero thing. It's like the Avengers. I honestly don't know which one's first, but it's like that, except it's evil dudes. And instead of it being like, you know, we're all working together for the good of mankind, it's more like, these guys have nothing to lose, so let's try and see if they can fucking fight for our side. That's what the good guys are saying. And so it's kind of the basis, I guess. I don't know much about DC comics, so I apologize if my understanding is limited there. But at the end of the day, I don't need no stinking DC knowledge. All I gotta know is that Harley Quinn, the Joker, fucking Killer Croc, who the fuck else? Who's Will Smith's character? I don't know his the fucking character. Regardless, the guys that I know that I find cool are all gonna be in the same movie. And the sneak peek of Jared Leto's Joker, honestly, it might live up to, well, I don't know if it can actually live up to Heath Ledger's Joker. It can do a great attempt. It can be a good effort. It honestly, it looks good. It looks real good. I didn't think it would be very good, mostly because we got spoiled with Heath Ledger's Joker. Jack Nicholson, right, was the Joker before Heath Ledger. Was there any other live-action Jokers, or was Jack Nicholson the first? I don't honestly remember. Jack Nicholson Joker was like, it was alright. It wasn't great. I was fine with it though. It didn't bother me like Schwarzenegger's Dr. Ice, Mr. What's his fucking name? Something Ice. Dr. Freeze? Is that his name? Mr. Freeze? I don't know if he's a doctor. He's like literally a doctor, but I don't know if like that's his name. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know fucking jack shit about DC, man. All I know is that Batman and Robin was an abomination and nobody talks about it anymore, which is reasonable. Well, not nobody talks about it. When referring to Batman movies, it is not considered a Batman movie. It's talked about. It's just, it's not. That isn't Batman. That's something else. That's not it. And if you haven't seen Batman and Robin, it's pretty great. It's like the best movie of our time, like the greatest movie of our generation, a masterpiece, in fact. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. It's got George Clooney as Batman, Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Freeze guy that I've spent the last 3 minutes thinking about what his name is. It's got Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. It has Bane in it. Bane as a character is in it, so that's cool. I don't know. I can't do a Bane voice. Fucking, you cover your mouth with like a cup, and then you do like a shitty fucking British accent, and then you got Bane. Boom. But that's not that Bane. Different Bane. Although in fairness, the Dark Knight Bane is like dramatically different from his comic counterpart. Because in the comics, right, and I don't know shit about DC, but I do kind of understand what Bane's character was from the comics. In the comics, Bane was like, I mean, he's like a hulking monster, like fucking 11 foot tall. All right, that's fucking shit. That's also shit. Just like a giant who's on some chemical that makes him more powerful. And like that's why he has a mask. It like hooks up the chemical so he breathes it or something, and he like created a like dependency on it or something along those lines, which is why he's always hooked up to it. But it makes a lot more sense when he breaks the bat in the comics. Because instead of just being like a 6'2" dude who's like kind of jacked, he's like a fucking 9 foot actual monster, living monster. Makes sense that he can just snap Batman's back. Again, I don't know shit about DC. I'm not a rapper. Oh, alright, well that's... Okay, well, never mind. Hey, there's the Bible. I was waiting for it. Oh, we'll see ya. Let's go back there and grab the other towel pills. I can pop that shit too. I also find it funny though that DC is like they're scrambling so hard to catch up to Marvel when it comes to movies. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because they're trying to cash in on the success that Marvel has brought in, something like that. It makes sense, right? It definitely does. I'm not going to say it doesn't. but I find it funny. I find it quite silly. Because, mostly because, Marvel's success was kicked off with Iron Man, which, is kind of a weird hero to choose for the first one, the first Marvel movie. Kind of weird. Not the weirdest, but like sort of kind of weird a little bit. Like Iron Man's he's a sweet hero, right? But he didn't have the recognition, at least at the time, that some other Marvel heroes do have. I mean, he's still like, I knew about Iron Man, right? Like I did. But that's because I just thought his fucking suit looked cool when I was a kid, so I knew stuff about him. But not only was it kind of a weird choice of hero, but it was like nobody expected it to do well. Nobody. Because at the time, Robert Downey Jr. Was still going through a lot of drug problems, and kind of he's kind of a has-been, I guess. I mean, yeah, I mean, he like, I don't know. There were people who still liked RDJ, for sure, but he'd already kind of like peaked in people's minds by that point. And he was struggling with a lot of drug issues, which it was a very interesting choice for the actor. Who was this supposed to be before it was RDJ? It was some A-list actor. I don't remember, honestly. Was it like Tom Cruise? It might have been Tom Cruise. My eyes are now bleeding. Holy fuck, that's bright. I think it was Tom Cruise. Fuck, I don't remember. I think it was, though. So it was RDJ, who he had issues. What else? There were a lot of problems with it. One of the bigger problems is the fact that there was like not a script. Apparently, it was the script was like they were more focused on how they were going to spend their budget when it came to special effects than on the script itself used in the movie. So a lot of the movie was kind of off the cuff, and it worked out. But like, I don't know, it was a lot of weird shit that just kind of culminated in something that ended up being really, really good and very popular, of course. And then that just springboarded them into their entire universe, and then the quality just kept up. And here they are. Marvel is super fucking successful in the movie industry. How cool is that? And now DC is like, alright, we gotta do this. Let's start with Green Lantern. Alright, well that didn't work. How about Man of Steel? I don't know about this. Alright. Okay, could we use... No. Can't use Dark Knight because there's no superpowers in that universe. Shit, man. Shit. I don't know. They've tried to launch their cinematic universe for a while. And it hasn't quite happened. To be completely honest with you, I think that the Dark Knight trilogy, it was good enough, but obviously they kind of had the preference of at least having their cinematic universe, if they're gonna make it connected like Marvel is doing, which obviously they want to do so they can do like Justice League and shit like that. If they want to do that, they can't have it in a universe that doesn't have superpowers, which the Dark Knight trilogy universe didn't have superpowers, so they literally couldn't have started there, which is sad. But oh well. Sure. So I find DC's catch-up attempts quite comical. And I'll be honest, like, I'm not a huge comic book fanboy. And like I've said a few times, I don't know shit about DC. And to be completely honest with you, the shit I know about Marvel is also severely limited. I know way more about Marvel than DC, but a lot of that comes from the movies. Because I wasn't really a comic book kid. But I will say, because of just the quality of movies and the quality of writing, I probably don't need to know fucking shit about Marvel in order to enjoy their movies. I mean, I didn't know fuck all about the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'll be honest, I didn't even know that it was a fucking Marvel thing until I watched it. And Guardians of the Galaxy is like one of my favorite movies in recent history. Easily my favorite superhero movie, with quotes around superhero. It was super good. I dug it. I dug it real good. I don't know if that was just Chris Pratt. I don't know if it was explicitly because Chris Pratt is the greatest. Or if it was just everything all together. I mean, I liked all the characters. Not just Star-Lord. But Star-Lord was fucking just A+. Every fucking moment. But I mean, I liked all the characters except for what's-his-face, the stupid idiot guy, who's like not an idiot, he just takes everything literally. I didn't fucking care for him. He felt unneeded. But I liked pretty much every other character. I thought they were all real good. And I don't know how much of that was from the comics, or if, you know, or how much of it was like creative license from the writer, or what. I have no clue how much of the characters would be attributed to, you know, whoever. But whoever it is, good job. You did it. You obviously don't watch these videos, but if you do, cool, you did it. But you don't, so I'm just talking to myself, as usual. By the way, it's fucking weird. Don't let anybody else tell you that it's not weird. The fact that YouTubers, ones who create YouTube videos, literally just sit in front of a computer. Generally in front of a computer is where most shit happens. Sometimes they'll just have like a GoPro or whatever. But they'll sit in front of a computer and talk to themselves for an hour while playing video games. It's fucking weird, alright? Like, it is. I'm used to it at this point. I really am. Probably because I talk to myself anyway. That's not true, though. Although it's kind of true. It's kind of become true. I initially started saying that kind of as a joke, but it's steadily became true. I'll just kind of like talk to myself during tasks, during stuff like that. Like if I'm making a pizza, I'm like, all right, what do I have to set the oven to? Okay, let me check. Okay, 400. Yeah, okay. Like I'll do that sort of thing, right? Nobody's around me. Nobody hears it. I could just think that, but I say it. I verbalize it. It happens. By the way, I make pizza a lot. It's good. Not like frozen pizza. I do that sometimes when I'm feeling lazy. But, I go to, we have like a grocery store nearby. It's like an Italian grocery store. Not like just a grocery store. It's like, it's called Caputo's. And it's like an Italian family grocery store, basically, right? and they have these crusts. You can get essentially just pizza crusts. It's like a 3-pack for like $4 or so. Something like that. Yeah, it's about that much. No, it might be 3. I honestly don't remember. It's been like a few days since I purchased some. Regardless, it's cheap. Oh, this is great. It's cheap, and what I say when what I mean when I say pizza crust is it's essentially the tossed pizza dough, right? But it's ready to be put into an oven. So what you do is you buy that shit. You get some pizza sauce, which is like $1 for a fucking huge jar. And then you get whatever toppings you want, which we have a local, like a fresh foods market where we get peppers for like, I think it's like $1 per pound or something. It's pretty good. And sometimes they have deals for like 70 cents a pound, which is pretty sick. So you get your toppings, and then you just fucking assemble it and put it in an oven or a grill. That's the good shit right there. If you've never had pizza on the grill, oh, you've never lived. Try that shit if you ever get an opportunity. Highly recommend it. Oh, and obviously don't forget the mozzarella. Gotta have that mozzarella. That hot ass mozzarella. I do that quite a bit. A lot of times, though, I'm like way too fucking lazy to either go to the fresh foods market to get the peppers and shit, or I'm just too lazy to cut them, and yeah, I'll just have like a cheese pizza. Cheese pizza's still pretty damn good, though. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. I know people who are like, ooh, just cheese? What are you, some kind of weirdo? Yes, but just cheese pizza is perfectly fine. I don't think that's a weird thing. I am weird, but that doesn't really, that's not relevant here. Alright, well this was a cool run. I enjoyed it. It wasn't nearly as powerful as I'd hoped. But, yeah, it worked out. It was alright. It's alright. It's okay. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed that episode, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe and share and comment and favorite and dislike and unsubscribe and unshare and unfavorite. If you want to do all that, that's cool. If you want to do it like 38 times as well, that'd be sweet too. I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.